Hey guys, and welcome back to Rust.
Many of you have probably heard of this technique, which is currently the only way to make your base entirely unraidable.
Simply, there's no entrance, and the only way to enter is by respawning at a sleeping bag inside your house.
This type of base can be very expensive, and for what it's worth, you're probably better off using a different base design, for your main house anyway.
However, it can be very important to have a small unraidable backup base, or a house near a rad town allowing you to guard the crates from other looters and claim it for yourself.
So, that brings us to the question. How do you make the smallest and most resource-efficient unraidable base possible?
Well, the answer begins with a strategic location and 9 wooden foundations.
The actual safe area will be a 1x1 living space suspended 2 tiles off the ground.
First, we're going to place 4 pillars on the corners of the center foundation.
Place another pillar in the center of one of the outer foundations.
Add a pillar on all the outer corners and outer centers of the foundations, as you see here.
Then add 1 pillar on top of every pillar you have placed, so they're all too high.
Place 2 stairs in the center of your first 4 pillars so you can climb up to the top.
While standing on one of the pillars, use a pickaxe or whatever you have handy to break the top stair, and place a ceiling atop the pillars, and finally, place your sleeping bag on top of that.
Make sure you have the ceiling and sleeping bag ready, because after you break the stair, you won't be able to get back up.
Add 4 more pillars on top of the ceiling, and another ceiling on top of that.
Build up another layer on all the outer pillars so they stand 3 tall, but be careful not to touch the center pillars. Leave those too high.
Place a door frame and a metal door on one side of the room like this, then finish up the room with walls or barred windows.
Now to make your house completely raid-proof, place ceilings on all the pillars so that nobody can jump down from higher and place C4. Also, feel free to add safety foundations around the outside to make sure nobody can crouch jump onto your chest.
Next, place a large storage box on top of the 2 high pillar outside your door. This is how you will transfer your items when suiciding to enter your house.
Jump down and break the final stair.
This next part can be a bit tricky, so watch carefully.
Place a wooden barricade next to the pillar with a chest on it, but be careful not to make it too close to the pillar or you might not be able to access your chest. I like to place the back supporting legs of the barricade in line with the center of the pillar.
When that's in place, put another large storage box next to the barricade.
Now you can jump onto the box, then onto the barricade, which puts you high enough to access the chest, but not high enough to reach your door.
When entering the house, store your items in the chest, then kill yourself by pressing F1 and typing suicide.
You silly sod, there are some obvious downsides of this design. Entering the house can be pretty tedious if you do it too often, and of course you can only do it every 4 minutes if you don't have a bed.
That's why we don't recommend using this for your actual house, but only for a safe outpost when you want to build in a high traffic area, such as near a rad town.
Transferring your inventory into a chest can be slow, and is no good if you're running from a bunch of greedy guys in full kev, a pack of lions, tigers, and bears, or even a guy who knows how to handle a rock.
Also, someone following you could easily sneak up and steal your things from the chest before you have a chance to respawn.
We did not come up with this concept, but we've made it as small and efficient as it gets, providing you with 100% safety for as cheap as possible.
We hope you enjoyed.
Happy camping, you freaking noobs.